Hello, Reformers, and welcome back to Blood Bowl 2. Now, when we left off, we had just drawn with a Skaven team, unfortunately enough, due to their antics of running through multiple tackle zones, passing off the ball to another gutter runner, and then touching down the ball very, very quickly indeed, and I was literally shocked, very, very shocked indeed, but thankfully enough, from that particular match, we have gained 3 levels on 3 different players, which I have to admit is very, very nice. And we have 110,000 gold, and we will be doing something very important with that very soon, and you will see what we do with it. So, first off, we are going to be speaking to Morkost, and I think I am actually knowing what I'm going to be doing already, but we're going to just see what we have available here. Well, yes, I think we generally want to get tackle because literally eliminating dodge from the game is going to be incredibly good here, because obviously I think the human team that we're going to be facing does have a couple of players with dodge. I could be incorrect there, which would be pretty sad, because otherwise I would like to get something like maybe Mighty Blow, maybe Piling On, something along those lines, but I think for now we're just going to go for Tackle. That might just be a better choice overall. And we have another blitzer here who also has an injury, unfortunately enough, but we are going to be leveling him up. And what is he going to have available? About the same thing, so we'll just go for tackle as well. We're going to get everyone with tackle. Yes, all of our blitzers actually do have tackle now, which is quite impressive. And we have one more player to level up, which is a black orc. And we're going to be rolling the dice on him. And we're going to be able to get something really nice. Well, we're going to be going for block, of course, because why would you not? Why would you not have a black orc with block? That is just absolutely amazing. We have 2 of them with block now, which is very nice. And as we can see here, we have Whatbum, who is literally the most hilarious player because he is unable to pick up the ball at any point. So instead, what we're going to be doing is we're going to be purchasing a thrower. And as you can see, he has pass and sure hands, which I have to admit is going to be absolutely amazing. So let us confirm our purchases right there. And we're going to be, well, I'm actually going to be keeping Whatbum in the team just in case he is able to level up and roll a double. Because if you roll a double, then you get access to some of the rarer skills. And I would love to be able to gain access to sure hands, because if I'm able to get sure hands, then we are going to have an exceptionally good team combination with the Goblin and the Thrower together. So we're going to be trading out Morglak, I think. And I actually clicked on the wrong thing there, of course. But we're going to be trading out the 2. There we have it. So we now have Moknik as well in the lineup. And we'll have an additional substitute if one of our players gets injured, which is no doubt going to be Whatbum at some point, and he's probably going to die. But nevertheless, there we have it. We actually have an incredibly high team value now because we have a substitute, but that really doesn't mean much. Doesn't mean much at all. You can lose very easily if you are above the team value of your opponent. And I am actually thinking that these guys are going to have a star player now, so I'm quite a bit worried about that, I gotta say. Okay, well, let us start the match. And we're gonna see what they decide to do. Because obviously we have no petty cash. We could spend our 40,000, I think, but why would we want to? We really just want to try to get as much money as we can, hopefully get some enhancements, maybe. Obviously enhancements are not as good as purchasing additional players, and I would love to get a troll, even though trolls are, well, probably going to eat Whatbum at any time, so probably need to be a little bit careful about that, but let's just see what the Goblin referee gets. Probably knows Whatbum personally. And, oh my, okay, so we're gonna go, I think, defense first. I would like to go offense, but maybe next time. Whoa, they have an ogre. Okay, so this is gonna be slightly challenging. Now, he has throw teammate. Does he have always hungry? No, he doesn't have always hungry, so apparently the ogre is a little bit more reliable than the troll, because always hungry, of course, means that he's probably gonna eat a goblin if he doesn't pass the roll, obviously. So, yes, he does have Bonehead as well. Okay, so that's a little bit more, well, a little bit more reliable, as I say. But nevertheless, okay, we're going to be getting ready for this. Now, we have 3 Black Orcs on the main front line here. And where's our thrower? Where is our thrower? Why is our thrower... Wait, where is he? Wait a minute. Where is the thrower? Wait a minute. Did that not change? Why did that not change? I thought I changed the lineup of our players right there. Okay. Well, this is going to be somewhat irritating, I have to admit. Okay, well, nevertheless, let us see what's actually going to go down here. Hopefully, one of our units will get knocked out or something. I don't really want to ask that, really, but yes, not having a thrower now for some unknown... Oh no, Srenail. Really? Okay, he's only KO'd. Well, that's actually what I asked for. That is kind of a shame, isn't it? Yeah. Okay, so yes, we're going to be getting the thrower on in no time then, but unfortunately enough, Srenail is our highest level blitzer, and he has Mighty Blow, and I would have loved to have kept him in the fight, but obviously, as this is just absolutely messing with me right now, considering I did change where the thrower was in the lineup, but maybe I had to do something else to make that happen. I actually don't know why that didn't change, but nevertheless, I'm going to try and figure out what that is before the next game, of course, but let's just hope for this one we'll be able to eliminate many of these units. What skill is that? Guard, of course. Of course he has guard. Probably should have got that on one of our Black Orcs, perhaps, but block is just so good. So I would like to be able to keep that going. Okay, he's going to use both down, of course. Yeah, these blitzers are going to be annoying. And, oh, thank goodness, he actually rolled a 1 on Bonehead, and that would have been, what was that, 83% to actually succeed? So we're very lucky there. We're going to be getting up one of our linemen there. And now we're going to see what we can actually do. Well, obviously I'm probably going to move into range of this guy. Okay, so first off, this is going to be rather tricky to deal with, I feel. Let's see what we can do here. Okay, no such luck so far. Oh, wow, we actually have 2 dice against this guy? Well, I'd like to keep our blitzers a little bit more free, so I'm going to try and eliminate this guy if we can. Let's see if I can just push him out of the way. And now let's see, can we take on the ogre? Yes, we can, but it only has a 1 dice. So that's going to be pretty tricky to deal with, of course. And I think we're actually going to be placing this lineman here. And who is that? That's a catcher. Now, is that a thrower? No, that is a lineman. I'm not entirely sure why they gave it to the lineman, but what we're going to be doing is blitzing this fellow. Now, he does have dodge, but that doesn't matter because we have tackle on all of our blitzers. So we are just going to be doing this. Oh, yes, there we are. Okay, and he is now stunned, which is actually pretty good. And we are now going to be moving to mark this particular fellow right here. That is a blitzer with guard, so we need to be a little bit cautious. And we're going to be moving this blitzer in here just to assist a little bit with the strength roll. And now we have 2 dice against the ogre, which is great. So let's just see here. No block on this Black Orc. Unfortunate, isn't it? Very unfortunate. So now we're just going to have to push him out of the way. And now we have a very solid line of defense with our Black Orcs right there. And we're going to be moving these over here. And I think Watbum could probably assist a little bit with his strength. So we're just going to be putting him over there just to make sure that everyone is actually doing something relatively useful. And now we're going to see what they actually decide to do. Now, these guys both have tackle zones here. So if this guy decides to run right on through, then he'll have to roll, obviously. But it may not necessarily mean anything because, of course, the AI does have a tendency to be very, very lucky with their rolls. And this guy is going to be blitzing Watbum, of course he is. But thankfully enough, he's going to be missing. And we're going to be using Sidestep to get out of there. And yeah, that's just great. That's why I love to have a character with dodge, even if it is a poorer character as Watbum when it comes to him picking up the ball. But let's just see. Oh my, that guy was actually able to get out of there. Oh, that guy has dodge. Does he? That guy surely does not. Yeah, I think he does have dodge. Wow, okay. Well, that's pretty impressive, I gotta say. And this guy was lucky enough to be able to gain a defender down. No, it was a stumble. Oh, okay. It was a stumble. Okay, never mind. Well, at least we can get up once again. No problem there. Now, we're going to be dealing some pretty considerable damage to this guy if we can. Oh, yes. That's actually very nice. There we go. Very good. And now, let's see here. Okay, where do we want to go? Well, we probably don't want to leave this guy alone, so we're probably going to leave him there. And we're going to be moving this guy over here. Now, that's unfortunate, isn't it? Okay, let's try this. He doesn't have block, however. Oh, okay, very lucky. Okay, that's what we want to see. We want to see that. That's great. Now, that's going to be pretty bad. Let's move here and blitz this guy? No. We could move here and blitz this guy. That would actually be quite fortuitous for us, I feel. Maybe. I am a little worried. Because what if we get something like double attacker down? We can always reroll. So, I'm going to do it. Why not? We have to do it. Let's try and get the ball back immediately. Why not? There we go. And there goes the ball. A little unfortunate. Now we can roll to go for it and a dodge. No, we're not going to do that. That would be a little bit risky, in my opinion. Okay, so let's just see here. What are we going to do? Well, we're going to separate these guys here. So we're going to try and split them as much as we can. There we go. That sounds good to me. And we're going to be also doing this. No, we're not going to be doing that because this guy is a blitzer right next to him. Okay, so what about this? There we go. Sounds good. Oh, yes. Here we go. Now this guy's going to be pushed onto the ball. Unless he gets KO'd, of course. In which case he is going to be going into the injury pool. And, that's unfortunate. It went right next to the thrower. Are we serious about that? It went right next to the thrower who has sure hands and pass. And we have a blitzer and a catcher attempting to get to the other side. Okay, this is going to be pretty amusing if we are not able to pull this off. So I think what I'm actually going to do is I'm going to leave marking this catcher here. Is that a bad idea? I think that's probably a really bad idea. So in other words, we're just going to be doing this instead. That's a lot of dodges. Don't really want to be doing that. We're going to be moving this guy over here though. Now, this guy is a catcher who is completely by himself, so what bum is just going to move over there and mark him. And we're going to see, okay, so 2 dice from the ogre. Let's just try and get him down. Okay, well, that's unfortunate, isn't it? We're going to do a team reroll there, see what we can get. There we are. Nice, defender roll. And now let's see. Okay, obviously not going to be dealing any injuries anytime soon. But I do really want to move him over here. It's going to cause him a little bit more difficulty because obviously this guy has sure hands and he's going to be very easily able to get by and pick up the ball. Okay, so this guy is definitely going to attack our lineman. Okay, so what is this guy going to do? Not much? No? It doesn't... Oh, that was lucky. Okay, well, not really lucky. He just has to get a 2 or above. Oh my, this guy's actually going to go for it. Oh, and he missed. Wow, that's pretty impressive. And he missed again. Oh, wow. Okay, that's usually something that happens to me. I'm quite lucky about that. Oh, wow. Yes. So, this is now good. This is now pretty good. I like that. So let's do some damage, shall we? I think that sounds pretty good. And now let's see. That's a 1 dice. That's a 2 dice. And we have blocks, so that's great. There we go. I would have liked to have pushed him out of the way, but unfortunately not going to happen this time. We do have a 2 dice against the ogre, so let's just push him. Unfortunately, we can only push him onto the ball, which is going to be quite hilarious if this actually pushes it into the catcher. Ooh, okay, what is actually... Wait a minute. Oh, the ball is actually behind him. Oh, okay. Never mind. I actually thought there was something going on there, but no. Okay, that's fine then. So, let's see here. Can we take this guy out? Yes, we can. We're going to be using, I think, both down? Or we could push. Let's try and push this guy. Okay, we're going to try and push this. And then we'll push him on there. And then we'll hope that the ball goes a different way. Okay, maybe... Ah, that's a stun. Okay. Not too bad, I suppose. And that pushed the ball in a very good way. Okay, I like that. Actually, Wartbum could go and pick it up. If you can believe that, he could actually go and pick it up. But, of course, as we know him, he is not very good at picking up the ball. So this is going to be pretty amusing. And we're going to see. Okay, so let's just see what actually happens here. We're going to move one of our blitzers. Wait a minute. Let's move this guy. Let's move this guy here. And we're going to move our blitzer here. And no, we're not going to be doing that. Not just yet. We're going to be dealing some damage to this guy first. Or not, as the case may be. Okay, that's actually a little unfortunate because now he is closer to the ball. And I may have made a slight error. I can still pick it up, but now it's not as easy, that's for sure. Okay, so... somewhat disappointing. Nevertheless, we can hopefully do some damage here. Unlikely, though. Okay, we're going to be moving that guy there. And now, see, we have a 67% chance, but we have Stunty, so it's going to be very easy, in my opinion, to get out of this. Or not at all, because apparently Wartbum cannot dodge or pick up the ball. Okay. Well, I'm not entirely sure why I keep him around, but there we have it. Now, this guy, of course, is now going to be able to pick it up. I made a very grave error there. That is rather unfortunate. And, now we have a KO. That's even worse. Okay. Well, we're going to hope that we get some good rolls in halftime. Or if we score before that, then obviously I would like to be able to get that going. But oh, yes, that is exactly what I want to see. Very nice indeed. I like that. Okay, so there's a turnover. He actually did not decide to re-roll that dodge. I am very surprised about that, I have to admit. Incredibly surprised. Okay, so what is Wartbum going to do now? Well, he's probably going to move here. And just assist on this roll against this lineman. And we're going to be blitzing with this guy, I think, but not just yet. As I would like to move this Black Orc into position as well. Okay, that's a 1 dice? Really? Okay. Okay, so what we can do is a 1 dice there, but if we are able to move here... Okay, so what we're going to do is we're going to take out this guy. With a stun. That's unfortunate. I was hoping for an injury, of course. What else would we be hoping for? And we're also now going to be blitzing with this Black Orc. Oh yeah, there we go. That's what we like to see. Of course, he does have an armor value of, well, a bazillion, so we're just going to try to stay within range of this particular guy. He's a blitzer, unfortunately enough, so he's going to be a little bit more difficult to pin down. And we're now going to be moving this guy into range, and we're going to be trying to use more cost to eliminate this lineman who has block, which is actually really sad, because I was hoping, oh, you know what, he's not going to have block, is he? No, but he does, unfortunately enough. Okay. So instead, we're going to be trying... where is he going to run to? He's probably going to run down here. So let's move this guy over here. These two are both in this Black Orc's tackle zone, so I don't think I really need to worry too much. But obviously, humans do tend to have a pretty good luck. Okay, we're going to push this guy out of the field. And he's actually injured. Excellent. That's exactly what I wanted to see right there. Even though we do not get the star player points, which is very unfortunate. He is now out of the game for a considerable amount of time. And he actually gains an injury that loses him some armor value as well. So if he comes back at some point and we fight him in the future, then it would be wonderful to obviously eliminate him even more so. And now, what are we going to do here? Well, we actually have a slight triangle cage around this particular blitzer, and he is getting a little bit worried, I feel. but we're going to see what he's actually going to do. The ogre is now up, unfortunately enough, and he has guard. Okay. Oh, he has loner. Is loner... Oh, a loner is a failure. Okay, this is great. So now they are going to get a turnover, thanks to the ogre having loner, of course. Okay, there we go. That's very nice indeed. So now let's see where we go from here. Well, we're probably going to be... not doing that. Let's see. No. How about that? No. Okay, so let's stand this guy up first, because we definitely want the strength bonus. Okay, let's see what we can do here with this blitz. Not good. Okay, we're pushing him out of the cage, which I gotta say is never a good idea, is it? Yeah. Okay, we're gonna try for a 1 dice. Unfortunately, it is a stumble, but we are now able to get another black orc into range here. We're gonna move this guy over here just to get these guys in a tackle zone once again. And then we're going to do a 2 dice against the blitzer, which will be not useful, so we're going to re-roll. And there we are. Very nice. Okay. Okay, now give me the ball. Oh, okay. Give me the ball. Nope. Okay. Give me the ball. Nope. Okay. Well, that was rather amusing. It actually went to many different people before it actually stopped. Okay, so let's just take a look here. We're going to be moving Waterbomb into position. Now, I really pity whoever has to pick this up, because there are 3 orcs just chomping at the bit, waiting for someone that wants to try and pick it up. Now, let's just see here. We're going to deal some damage to this guy. Not an injury, though, but his helmet came off. If his helmet comes off, surely he gets an injury? No, apparently not. Okay, so let's see here. We're going to be moving over in this direction and marking this blitzer. And I would like to be able to move this lineman over here, but that's a go-for-it roll, and I have no more re-rolls. We only have 3 turns remaining, so I think we can probably just leave it. This is a catcher, however, so it's going to be very, very risky if they are able to pick it up and then throw it. For example, this particular fellow has all the skills that he would require otherwise to be able to do that. Now, we are sidestepping this. I'm actually surprised that we are given the option, to be honest. And Waterbomb has not taken any injury just yet. I'm really surprised about that. Now, what is this guy doing? Okay, I'm actually not entirely sure where that guy's running. That's a catcher, and that guy's not running anywhere. Oh, wow, they actually decided to skip the reroll? That is very strange. Okay. Well, what can we do? I suppose he's just trying to be cautious about it, but I would say that's a big mistake, but maybe that's just my thoughts on it, maybe. Okay, we're going to be pushing him out of the way. Sounds good to me. And now we're going to do some damage. Oh, no, we're not going to be doing some damage to the ogre, apparently. The ogre is being guarded by this guy? Slightly? A little bit. Okay, so let's get Waterbomb up, and we're going to be not dodging that much. No, we're not going to be dodging that much. We're going to be attempting to take this guy out, at least. Yes. Okay. Not good. Okay. Interesting. Okay, so let's see. Okay, what we're going to do is we're going to get our lineman over here. And we're actually going to get more chances. Here we go. Nice. Okay, so that's exactly what we want to see, because we want to be able to push this ogre out of the way. And then get another 1 dice on him. Yes. Excellent. Oh, is that an injury? No, that's a stun. Okay, that's fine. I'll take that. The ogre taking that out for 2 turns, that is very, very good. Okay, so now we can actually deal some damage to the lineman, who is being quite the nuisance. Unfortunately, he is actually escaping our destruction at the moment, which is unfortunate. Let's do some damage to this guy. Okay, both down. No such luck right there. And I think that will be it. We're going to be leaving this guy marked here by more cost, of course. He's going to have to dodge out of that or blitz us if he wants to escape. And now let's see. What's this guy going to do? He's going to fail it. 33% chance to pick up. He really tried that? Wow, that is... Okay, he actually made it. He actually made it with a 33% chance. That is very, very lucky indeed. Okay, so we're going to be sidestepping over here because, of course, we want to have an additional strength unit around there. And we're going to be dealing some serious damage once we get back up with our Black Orc, hopefully enough. Okay, let's put Wartbum over here. There we go. Okay, well, it's not so bad so far. It is not so bad. We can actually just get up immediately with this Black Orc and blitz this guy if we so desire. He was lucky enough to get a defender down. Hopefully no injury will be applied to us. That would be pretty bad. Okay, so turn 7. What are we going to do? Well, we're going to be blitzing this guy and taking him out, hopefully immediately. Okay, well, that's not really useful, is it? Give me the ball? Nope. Okay. Well, at least we took one of them out, and now they have to pick it up yet again. So this is going to be pretty much a draw in the first half, as far as I can tell, at least. And now they are attempting to injure Wartbum quite a lot. I am thinking that he may indeed suffer an injury here. Okay, still no injury. Wow, he's being very lucky right now. Okay, so let's see what happens. What are they going to do? Ah, they're attempting to take that out there. Oh, and there we have it. That was a huge mistake on his part. Now, let's see here. What are we able to do? We could actually, in theory, pick this up and then run for it? Maybe. I'm actually unsure about that. We'll actually just see what's going to happen here. We need to take this guy out first, of course, to make any of that happen. And we're going to follow him. Oh, okay, we actually dealt a killing blow. Oh, yes. We actually killed an enemy player. Very nice indeed. Okay, I like that. So now, let's see here. Oh, he only has a movement allowance of 5. Oh, really? Oh, no, that's very bad. Oh, that's pretty sad, actually, as well. Okay, well, let's try and deal as much damage as we can, because I don't think we're actually gonna... Wow, there's another injury too. Okay, we're actually turning the tides of battle here, but of course, unfortunately enough, we are not going to be able to score. Even if he is able to pick it up, which is a 67% chance, I'm pretty sure. Yep, 67. And even if he's able to do that, it's going to be very unlikely that he will be able to get to the end zone. So let's just try and take as much of them down as we can, as many of them down, with as many brutal attacks as possible. And Wartbum, there's no way he's going to be able to get there, so we're going to try. Nope, he failed, of course. Well, there it is. I don't think he would have been able to even make it to the end zone anyway, because that one move there actually would have eliminated his chances of even getting back. Because even if he had rolled 3 go for it or 2 go for it, he would have been 1 square away because of his injury, because he obviously has -1 to movement allowance, so that is unfortunate. It is. But we were able to kill one of their players, which I have to say is mighty fine. I do like that a lot. And of course we are then going to be graced with our thrower. Where is the thrower? There he is! We actually have a thrower now. Can you believe it? Oh yes, that's amazing. Okay, so there we have it. We are going to be receiving the ball this time. And I'm going to be moving up with a reasonable cage. Unfortunately enough, the Heavy Wanderers get a bonus turn. So that means they are able to blitz and do all kinds of things against us. As far as I'm aware, at least. And let's just hope that that is not going to be the case too much, shall we? Let's just see. Well, they are a little bit light right now, aren't they? Because let's just see here. They have 3 of their 11 players. Well, I think they have 11 players. I'm not entirely sure whether they have substitutes. So they are only playing with 8. Is that correct? 1, 2, 3, 4. No, they actually have more. Okay, so they do have substitutes. That's actually pretty impressive for them. I'm actually surprised that the Ogre didn't use his block attack, considering the Ogre has a huge amount of strength. How much does he have? 5. 5 strength is pretty impressive. So Yeah, let's just get that guy up. He's going to be taking a couple more attacks. And this guy's just going to be able to pick up the ball in no time at all. So it's going to be pretty amusing. So, let's see. Well, first off, we probably want to be rolling some blocks here. Oh, yes. A lovely KO. Very nice indeed. And, yes, now we have, hopefully, pretty much free reign of the battlefield right now. It seems very, very likely that we will be able to stomp these humans into the ground, which I really do appreciate because, of course, now we are able to move this Black Orc into the range of the Ogre. But, of course, I do want to roll against this guy first. If we can actually push him out the way, that would be great as well. Okay, so let's see here. Can we blitz this guy? A 1 dice. Let's try it out. We have a block after all. There we go. It's not bad at all. Is that an injury? No, it's a stun, however. So that's actually not bad, I've got to say. He has thick skull. That actually prevented him from gaining an injury, I feel. So that's pretty lucky for him, of course. And we're going to be moving these guys just to mark some of our opponents. We're going to be moving here. I somehow think marking is a little bit better than piling in and attempting to do as much damage as possible. Obviously, there is a time for that, but I feel as though maybe only focusing on bashing is never going to win the game as such. So we're going to try and now pick up the ball with our thrower. He actually did it first time. Of course he did. Of course he did. So, yeah, now we're going to be moving. There we go. Now, we do have a thrower, so we can actually throw the ball, and if we are lucky enough, Wartbum will actually catch it. So let's actually try and see whether that happens. We're going to see whether we can actually make that work, because, yes, I have seen previously that high elf teams and various other teams with high agility are able to throw the ball so far that they can throw it from literally one side to the other with, even if they have a 17% chance, I've seen it actually happen. So, yes, probably want to be a little bit cautious about that. And I would love to get Wartbum catch. Catch would be great as well as sure hands. Well, it was about to happen. It was bound to happen, should I say, because obviously we did place him in enemy territory, and they are focusing most of their efforts on actually eliminating a lineman, which I gotta say is probably not the best use of their time. But yes, it's just unfortunate that he rolled a KO. If he hadn't rolled a KO, then I think we would have been in much better shape, but nevertheless, let's try and take this guy down. Okay, now we are marking one of these guys, and I'm going to see if I can actually assist with Wartbum over here on this guy. Yes, there we go. 2 dice. And, wow, still a pretty bad roll, I gotta say. Okay, well, never mind. That's fine, we'll just push him over there. And now, let's see here. What are we going to do? Oh, good. Okay, now we are doing that for a very good reason, and that is of course because now we have many orcs surrounding them and they can very easily overwhelm. And oh yes, a nice both down right there, and still being a little unlucky with the amount of injuries we are able to get, but of course we have already inflicted a death upon the opponent, so I don't think we really need to be too worried about it. And we're going to be moving these guys over here as well. There we have it. Okay, so now we definitely want to be moving over here. I realize I didn't blitz this turn, which was a little unfortunate. I probably should have, but I am hopefully just going to try and minimize the opportunities for them to get turnovers on our part, of course, because obviously really don't want to have that happen. Really just want to make sure that we get there in good time. I'm going to try, if I can, to get around here and then form a cage around our ball carrier. Now, the ogre is getting up, and he is going to be getting a defender stumbles, which is really unlucky. But, oh my, that is a KO. Okay, that's fine. That's okay. That is okay. Now, let's see here. Well, the ogre is meant to be a blitzer, in my opinion, anyway. I am really quite surprised that this ogre has not leveled up any further. He has 0 star player points, so quite impressive to say the least. Considering the team value is 1200, you would have assumed that the Ogre would have gained some star player points by now, but apparently not, and apparently these guys are exceptional at dodge. Oh, of course, that guy does have dodge, so yeah, there is that to take into account. So we're going to be moving this guy probably over here as far away as we can from these two, because they are now free to do as they please, or at least one of them is, after we get our blitzer up. And we're going to be attempting to deal some damage here, so let's try and take out this guy if we can. Oh yes, very nice. Some good rolls. And maybe we could take out... Oh, a 3 dice against a catcher? Oh, we cannot pass that up. Ah, unlucky. Okay, so now the 2 dice against the blitzer, and of course we do get that. So we're going to be pushing him over there. Ah, I should have pushed him the other direction. That was a mistake. Okay, well, that's okay. Not too bad so far. Now we're going to be moving Waterbomb into position here as well, and we're going to attempt to push this guy off if we can. Okay, almost there. Now, we are going to be placing a Black Hawk next to our thrower, because who wants a thrower to get injured? We don't, that's for sure. Now, this guy does not have dodge either, so do bear that in mind. It would be pretty bad for us to allow our only thrower to be injured. And it appears we have some good control of the ball so far, but obviously that is all probably going to get changed once these guys get up. So, we'll see. We're just going to try and keep them down as much as possible. Trying to get some good injury rolls, and that's pretty much all we can do right now. I'm actually surprised this guy did not try to blitz us. And, oh, defender stumbles. Please do not injure Uglor again, that would be terrible. Or Vaglor. Oh no. No, he got injured again. No. Oh, of course he did. What does he have now? Okay, badly hurt, no long-term effect. Ah, I really need our blitzers, don't we? I don't really want to, because what if we get a death? Okay, we're going to skip. We're going to try and do it without him, but what if we get a death? That would be just terrible. Oh, attacker down. Thank you. Oh, I like that. I like attacker down. Okay, so, wait a minute. We have 3 of our guys knocked out, and 1 injured. Okay. So, that's... Ah, we only have 7 on the field right now. Okay. Well... Let's see what we're able to do here. We're going to be pushing this guy off, of course. And we're going to be staying. Okay, now, I just wanted him off the field. I don't really mind what actually happens to him, but there we are. He's now off the field, thankfully enough. And now we can move Wartbum to assist on this guy. Oh yes, there we go. Okay, unlucky. Unlucky roll right there. Maybe we could get... Yes, there we go. That's what I want to see. And a stun. Okay. I was hopeful for an injury. Our linemen do need to level up. Hopefully they can actually get block at some point. That would be pretty good. Now let's move them next to Watbum. There we go. Okay, it's actually working out pretty nicely with a thrower. I gotta say, that is a very good tip that one of you gave me there. So now we can hopefully actually get a little bit more security on our ball here as well with the ball carrier. Now, I'm just trying to inflict casualties as much as possible here. Oh yes, there we go. Another one. Excellent. Very good. Very, very good. I like that. Now, let's try a 1 dice. He has tackle, so... Wow, okay, that's unlucky. And he got... Oh my goodness, and he got KO'd, really? Oh my goodness, okay, that was very unlucky on my part right there. Well, nevertheless, we have a pretty secure right side, but... losing so many of those guys... Well, actually, I look at their side and I'm actually saying, oh, we don't really have it too bad, because... They have 4 injuries, well, 3 injuries, 1 death, and 1 KO, of course. And, yeah, they're just getting push rolls, which is absolutely amazing right now. We really just want them to get push rolls as much as possible. Now, the Ogre is going to deal some damage. Yep, he is going to deal some damage. Hopefully no injuries abound, though. That is a stun, however, so nothing too much. He has Mighty... Wow, I actually did not realize he had Mighty Blow. I actually looked at it and I thought, oh yeah, he has Mighty Blow, but yes, absolutely forgot about that right now. Great. Yes, probably want to be a little cautious of that. A 3 dice against a catcher. Wow, that was going to be slightly unlucky there, I feel. Okay, take him out. There we go. Okay, so now we want to use what bomb over here. And yeah, I was actually going to say, should we throw it? But it's kind of pointless to throw it because they're right next to each other, so they have exactly the same movement allowance, don't they? So yeah, now let's just move this guy here. And we're going to be moving this blitzer over here just to make sure that they are not able to move too easily. Okay, so now the one problem we are having is the fact that one of our Black Orcs is basically alone against an ogre. So we're going to try and... Oh my. Okay, that's good. We were going to try and just deal some damage, because he's going to be attacked no matter what next turn, so might as well take one of them down with me. Okay, so let's see what actually happens now. They are not going to be able to, in my opinion at least, they're not going to be able to get to our thrower right now. So, in essence, that means we are going to be victorious, because I am pretty sure we will be able to defend against their team in the next half. Well, not the next half, but after we have scored. And they should not, in my opinion, be able to come back from that. So let's just see. Let's just see. They might pull off some miraculous human skill effects right here, which is unlikely, of course, but you never know. Wow, he was actually able to move pretty far. He moves faster than our Black Orcs. Can you believe it? Yep. Okay, so yeah, we're just going to score a touchdown. We are not going to be taking any chances. We do have one reroll, but may as well save that in case we have some problems in the next drive. Or at least defending, of course. But there it is. That's actually very nice indeed. We were able to take out many of them, and of course, yes, of course, one of them was able to get up from being knocked out, and one of us was able to get up. That is a blitzer. Unfortunately enough, we still have 3 of us knocked out, which is pretty bad, I gotta say. So let's just see what we can actually get going here. I'd like to get 3 in the middle, I suppose, just to get a little bit of a frontline presence, and we're then going to be able to try to... Wow, they're actually spreading themselves out pretty thinly right here, but... Okay, we're going to try and see whether we can kick the ball in such a way as to make it so that... Oh my, that's not good. Yes, make it so that they're a little bit further away from where they can actually be... Oh my. Oh, that is actually not good. That is not good at all, because now a touchback will give it to one of them. Yes, of course. Okay, so yeah, that is not good on our part right there, but they only have 3 turns on theirs and, well, 2 turns on us, so I think we should be okay. Is that guy actually going to try and take out our thrower? That would be rather amusing, considering catchers only have 2 strength and throwers have 3, so we should be okay. Mocknick should be absolutely fine. Oh no, of course, he is bringing in someone over there. And lucky enough, oh, that is a blitzer, so he has block. Oh, he's a lineman. Wow, okay. So, yeah, their linemen actually do have block, which is really unfortunate. They are attempting to employ the bashy game slightly here, which I am not incredibly pleased about. I was hoping that many more of our players would get up from being knocked out, but it appears that that will not be the case right now. They do still need to get it past here, and wow, that guy was pretty lucky. Wait, did he have dodge? Yeah, he had dodge anyway, so no problem there. Okay, so we are going to be smashing this face into the ground, hopefully. Apparently not, but we are able to push him out the way. There we go. Okay, so now let's just place this guy up. Place this guy up, and then we're going to be moving one of our blitzers into range here. I would love to blitz, but I feel as though a blitz action would be much better spent against the actual ball carrier, so we're just going to get our thrower up. Hopefully he will not suffer an injury. That would be just absolutely terrible, but we're just going to have to take that chance. So let's just see. That's a 1 dice. We could move here and then get a 1 dice again. Wow, okay. So a 1 dice and we have a reroll. Let's try it. Okay, that's a push. Okay. We're just going to have to go for that push and separate him from his comrades. That's going to have to do. Watbum is going to obviously be... I should have moved Watbum, shouldn't I? Yep. That was a slight misplay on my part, but... yeah. Thankfully enough, they have to reroll, and they got terrible rolls. That was wonderful. Now, of course, they are attempting to push us off, but in turn, they are also making it... okay, that's a little bit weird. I'm not entirely sure why they would push us back now. Ah, it was to give them a little bit of space, of course. It was, yeah, to give them some space. That is, yeah, quite ingenious, I suppose. And now what's happening here? Oh, wow. Okay, they were able to injure a Black Orc. That is pretty bad. Okay, so no long-term effect, and he's not going to be missing the next game, as far as I'm aware, so I don't have to use an Apothecary on him. They do only have 1 turn after this, and I don't think that this thrower will be able to get there. However, there is a catcher over here, and he may try to throw the ball, which is quite likely, actually. Oh, wow, that was a big mistake as well. Okay, well, he tried and failed to dodge out of there, and he actually did have dodge. He did actually have dodge, so that's a lot of justice right there. I do like that. Oh, yes. Okay, so let's see. Let's see what we can do here. We're going to be pushing him out the way. Please, a nice injury. Yes, there we go. We want to injure them as much as possible, of course. And there we have it. Very nice indeed to see that. Now, let's see. Can we do anything against anyone else here? We could move this blitzer into range and see what we can do about taking on this lineman. No good rolls right there, but not really anything to worry about too much. However, we are able to blitz this guy. I don't think it's even worth it. Okay, we're going to try to take this guy out at least. Okay, well, no such luck there, but we are going to be moving Watbum into range of this guy because we don't want him throwing. We do not want him throwing the ball at all, even though this guy is now unmarked, which could spell doom for us, but I don't think he will be even able to make it to the end zone anyway, so I think we are in with a victory. I think we are definitely in with a victory here, which is very good. Now, yep. Of course, I thought Watbum might be able to actually pull off something like that. Now, let's see if he can actually do it a second time. Yes, he can. Yes, goblins are very tricky, aren't they? Ah, yes. If you don't use them for ball carriers, then I think that they are very tricky and quite good. So there we are. Okay, end of the match, and we had quite a few injuries on both sides, in fact. But there it is. Let's just take a look and see what we are gaining here. So we are gaining, wow, 80,000 in winnings. We're actually able to gain a troll now, if we so desire. And we have Morglak as our lineman MVP, which is actually pretty cool because now he levels up. And there it is, we now have 3 wins, and we are against the Lizard Men in the next game. So, I thank you very much for watching, and I will see you next time.